Welcome, everybody, to episode 1 of the In the Pickle podcast. It's a sports podcast, and we're out here in my backyard. This is going to be awesome to look back at in a couple years, 3 years from now. Hey, guys, we probably won a couple Emmys. I don't know. What do you win for a good podcast?
Nothing.
Maybe they'll make an award for our podcast being so
They
good.
will.
Yeah,
All right. Like, this would be cool to come back to in 2028. So, anyways, introducing us, we were kind of roommates at one point in college. Some of our main viewers here will already be knowing this stuff, but I'm Josh Schreiber. This is Joey Puglisi right here. And we've also got Iron Mike Maynard to my left. And we've got a fun podcast. We're going to talk all about sports. Today we're going to be highlighting our underrated and our overrated teams in the NFL, but throughout the season we are going to have plenty of sports to cover. We're going to have plenty of segments that we'll go over, and we would love to get you what you guys want in our podcast. So if you have ideas for segments, if you want to call in, leave a voicemail for us, and we'll play that on one of our episodes. Feel free to leave a comment, whether it's on Spotify, on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever it is. And we're happy to get some of our viewers involved. But with that being said, how are we feeling, guys? The first podcast, we've got a beautiful July afternoon.
I'm feeling great. I just noticed my 2 bug bites on my hand are showing up on the camera, so that's like less than ideal, but excited to be here. Really excited for this idea. I think it's going to be a great experience, a lot of fun.
Joey?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. I say we just hop right into it. Let's do it.
The last time I did anything broadcast related was with Joey, was in Philadelphia. We called a UMass football game versus Temple. We'll play that right here.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we
For the
will.
love of
Roll the
God,
clip.
no.
I'm Josh Schreiber. Alongside me, Joey Puglisi. But Joey, what are you looking for in the beginning of this game for UMass that could maybe give us an idea of how this game is going to go?
I feel like if they get pressure on Warner here, that would be really important for them on defense.
No.
Anyways, the clip just played.
That was great stuff.
That
guys.
was awesome.
Really good.
Joey,
Joey,
you
I
killed it.
especially liked your analysis there.
I just sat there in silence, I'm pretty sure. There was
Yeah.
actually one point, Josh made a point, and he looked at me to say something, and I looked at him, and I just literally went like this. I went, and he goes, okay.
Right.
So, anyways, we all just graduated from UMass Amherst, the only real UMass.
Okay, so necessary.
Just had to let people know that, and just to know where we're coming from. We have a lot of different allegiances in terms of fans of teams. So, let's go into that real quick. Introduce people to who we're fans of and that sort of thing, so they know. If this guy says some bullshit about the 49ers, we know. Oh, obviously he's a Brock Purdy truther. But all right, I'll start. I guess. I'm a Bills fan. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Sabres fan. I'm a Celtics fan. I am a Ohio State football fan and Ohio State sports fan. And yeah, I'm moving to North Carolina. Might become some sort of fan of one of those schools at some point. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to think I'm an independent journalist, considering
Shut
my
up.
career is kind of reliant on that, Josh. But
Employers.
grew
That was
up,
it.
for anyone out there looking to hire me, first of all, let me know. But second of all, yes, I can put everything aside, but grew up a Boston sports fan, everything Boston sports, Red Sox, Patriots, Bruins, Celtics, and then as Josh mentioned, San Francisco 49ers fan, love Brock Purdy, love George Kittle,
Sucks.
all those guys.
I love George Kittle.
Yeah.
I won't
but-
comment on the first.
Yeah, Boston sports and 49ers, and yeah, that's kind of it. Joey?
Well, I'm from New Jersey, so I'm not a Devils fan. I'm New York sports through and through. Rangers, Mets, Giants, unfortunately, and I guess you can kind of count the Knicks in a way. We'll see. I don't know. Just kind of getting into
Fair
basketball.
weather Knicks fan.
Yeah, not really a big basketball guy in the slightest. And I would say I follow Penn State football too a little bit. So
and
Just learned that.
and a Bama fan.
And Bama a little bit. I kind of just follow different college football teams depending
Fair.
on the year. So
Joey is kind of our resident college football guy. Me and Mike are hopefully going to become big college football guys working in it this fall, but Joey, a little bit of a degenerate when it comes to college football gambling.
excuse me. Yeah, it's fair. Fair enough.
Anyways, so
No pushback.
today we're going to be talking about our NFL sleeper teams, so who we think is underrated and could be a little bit of a sleeper to whether it's make the playoffs, make the Super Bowl, however you interpret that. We'll get into that. Then we're going to talk about our teams we think are overrated. Again, this is for the NFL. So why not dive right into it? Let's start off. Joey, want to lead things off with your
We're going to go underrated first.
sleeper?
Sleeper team was the New England Patriots. Thought they had a strong offseason, kind of fixed their defense a little bit. Signed Harold Landry, Derek Milton, Spillane, and some other guy, or Carlton Davis, I think they signed too. 3 years, 50-something mil. Their defense wasn't great last year, but they kind of improved on it with some veterans, good veterans too. They got Christian Barmore back there too, who will be good for them. And then obviously on offense, they kind of improved their offensive line with Campbell, Morgan Moses, and they kind of have that young receiver core. They have about, 7-8 receivers who can kind of stick there. And obviously the quarterback, Drake May, who I believe in a lot. And hiring Mike Vrabel is not a really pushover kind of move either. I think that could win them a game or two by itself without any of the offseason additions, which I did really like their offseason. So, yeah.
I don't know about you, Josh, as the Bills fan here, but as a Boston sports fan, as I mentioned, I definitely could agree. I think the Patriots are going to definitely have a better season in pretty much all facets compared to last year. Drake May in year 2 is going to obviously be huge, but I really think Mike Vrabel getting hired is probably the biggest thing that's going to be different. Obviously, having a new head coach come in can be scary to some teams, but they really know what they're getting with Mike Vrabel, I think, in New England. And so,
Especially New England.
Right, and they know exactly how his personality is going to fit in the locker room. I think it's going to be a seamless fit. I definitely love guys like Christian Gonzalez. I think he's arguably the third best corner in the NFL behind Sauce Gardner and Pat Surtain. I don't know about you guys,
It's
but
aggressive.
J.C. Horn, maybe, I don't know.
I think he's quite good out on the outside. And then, like you said, there's
Dane
a lot
Jackson.
of good receivers. I don't know if there's a lot of great receivers, and I think that could be a little bit of a problem for the Patriots.
They have good depth. I'm kind of concerned about their top-end receivers. I'm not really a big fan of the Stephon Diggs signing, I will say that. But
I hate that guy.
They do have a lot of young talent that could kind of stick, I feel like. I do like, I don't know. I am a Jalen Polk guy. I know we kind of talked about this before.
Yeah, no, I can't. As someone who watched a lot of Jalen Polk last year, I can't say I'm a huge believer, but, things can change in year 2, new coaching staff, who knows.
Do they still have the receiver from Baylor, Tyquan Thornton, that ran like a 4.2?
I think he's gone.
Died?
There.
Don't think he died.
Gone?
Don't think he died. Think he just couldn't really
couldn't
make the field.
hang.
They also
But I
do
think-
have sorry to cut you off.
No,
They do
go
have a
ahead.
solid tight end room, too, that kind of gets overlooked when we talk about receivers,
Yeah.
because tight ends are obviously a big part. And I feel like Drake May kind of targeted Hunter Henry a lot last year.
Hunter
too.
Henry is like, okay, this is not really Patriots related. If we're having a NFL player dad draft, like who's the most dad, I think Hunter Henry is a top 5 pick.
Ooh.
I can't say I've ever really thought about that. To really
Kirk Cousins
might be
is
one.
one.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is 1-1.
If you've watched quarterback, you definitely know he's 101.
Yeah.
Who else?
Hunter Henry. Sorry to cut us off here. I mean, Hunter. It's easy. There's probably a bunch of like big old offensive linemen that you could count in there. But
Travis Kelce?
No. He's too swaggy.
Not anymore. He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a weird tangent to go off on.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Bobby Wagner sneaky. Big time
Bobby
dad
Wagner.
vibes.
What about Russell Wilson?
Yeah, he's like the corny dad. He's like Kirk Cousins
He's a big
vibes.
dad joke guy.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, Patriots. Okay, here's my thing with the Patriots. I think they could have a really good record. They've got a pretty bad division. I think the Dolphins and Jets could both suck.
I don't think the Jets are going to suck. I feel like that's kind of aggressive.
I think they're gonna probably.
I think they're going to suck.
Okay.
Who do they have? They lost DJ Reed in the secondary. That's a big loss.
They
Where did
lost
he
Aaron
go?
Rodgers.
They lost Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is
kinda.
that really.
Okay, you think Fields is better?
I don't.
I'm not a big Fields guy.
You guys know I'm an Ohio State guy. I love Justin Fields. He's just. I don't know if I could count on him to
feel like
win
we've seen
NFL games.
I don't know.
Get it.
Hey, I mean, you never know. The guy has a ton of talent. He has a really slow release, and I think that could be a problem. I think the Patriots could have a good record. I'm a little unsure how they can compete with like the Bills, Chiefs, Ravens at the
No, I don't know about all that, but I was just saying more of like being the number 2 overall pick and kind of taking that.
Oh
step
yeah,
forward.
100%, 100%, and it's gonna be
He was
a
number
thing
4.
for them. I don't think they have
It
any
was number
depth.
4, not number 2.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
But still,
Good
I don't think they
shout out,
have a
dude.
lot of depth, which is like, can they stay healthy? If they stay healthy, which is a huge if always in the NFL,
Yeah.
obviously. If they, I think that obviously they're gonna go through injuries, and I just don't know
Okay.
if they have what it takes defensively to stick with that. Obviously, Mike Vrabel, they pride him on being a big defensive guy, knows the Patriots well. You've got a solid secondary back there. I just, and hopefully Barmore can stay healthy because he hasn't in his career so far, despite being an absolute beast.
Kyle Duggar's also a beast. Forgot to mention him before.
Yeah.
Kyle Duggar, the one thing with him is he played hurt last year and was really not himself at all. Like, he really didn't look very good. Now, I would think, like, I'd like to hope he bounces back and has a good year, but he did play injured and really was not great, honestly, especially the back half of last year. And Jabril Peppers also was not great last year. He had some off-the-field stuff going on, some injuries, so hopefully your safety duo, and then you mentioned Carlton Davis, I mentioned Christian Gonzalez, like, that secondary is really good, Marcus Jones. Like,
Yeah.
they got a lot of talent in a lot of areas. I'd say they have one of the better secondaries in the league, honestly. Healthy secondaries.
Yeah.
They're up there.
Their offensive line definitely took a big step up too.
Yeah, I think
Hard to
Garrett
knock,
Bradbury.
honestly.
Garrett
yeah.
Bradbury was a big signing.
The guards are good too. Cole Strange and how do you say that?
Onwenu?
And
Owenu.
Owenu?
I think it was Michael Owenu.
Oh, okay.
It's irrelevant.
I don't know. That's just what I heard.
We're not professionals.
And then they got 2 new tackles,
So-
Moses and Will Campbell.
Well, we
too.
graduated from college. I feel like we're technically professionals. So
I'm not a professional. Maybe you guys.
We're not getting paid to do this.
no, not at all.
I feel like that's the definition of professional.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's over.
All right.
Someone wants to pay us to do this. Let us know. We'll do it
Yeah.
professionally.
Never getting paid, dude.
Anyways. All right. So Patriots, decent.
Okay,
pick.
wait. To wrap up the Patriots, like, give me like a record range that you think they're gonna end in.
I'm gonna say 7-10 to 8-9. In that
Okay.
range.
Okay.
Maybe 6-11.
Okay,
to
I guess
8-9 in that
that's
range.
one sleeper interpretation because it's certainly a big
Yeah,
step
not a
forward.
Super Bowl sleeper, but like a sleeper, like 7th seed playoff team kind of thing.
Okay.
Like sneaking to the playoffs kind of team, I think.
I feel like you kind of got to go 8.
Frisky.
I feel like you got to be like 8-1 at the worst for that.
I mean, yeah. I just said 8-9. I feel like it's like the same thing.
I get, but do you think 8-9 gets you into the playoffs ever?
I think you're a game out. Game or 2. I mean, what was the 7th seed last year? Do you know, off the top of your head?
No.
I'm going to say they had 8-9 wins.
While everybody's waiting for Josh to look this up, I think, going from the number 4 overall pick, very likely could have been the number 1 overall pick if they didn't win a game in Week 18 with Joe Milton trying to play for a job. I think going from that to 8-9 would be a great season.
Yeah.
And
10-7 was the worst
In the
playoff
AFC?
team. Yeah.
Okay.
I still think having Mike Vrabel in year 1, kind of just resetting the culture, having Drake May take that step, like all that stuff is going to be like what you're looking for, and you're not necessarily looking for a Super Bowl. Maybe a playoff spot could be cool, but I think right now in New England nobody's expecting too much, but they have high hopes.
I am.
Hopes, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I
Here's the
agree
thing with the
that.
Patriots. The reason why I mentioned the 10-7, 8-1 thing is I think they can go 9-8, 10-7. Let's look at their schedule here. I'll go through it. You guys tell me if you think that's a win, loss, or
What about
like a
like
toss-up.
put a finger up if we think they win?
Okay.
Okay, do it in the middle though, because
Yeah.
All right.
won't get down.
Week 1, Raiders. Win. Okay. Dolphins. Week 2, Dolphins. Win.
At home?
In Miami. But obviously they have 2 against the Dolphins.
Okay, so I'll say they lose week 2
Okay, so you think that you'll say they go 1-1
against the Dolphins. Yeah,
I'm with that.
Steelers at home. You think they win that?
I think they could beat the Steelers.
So
I like that. I
we're
like
starting
that.
out 2-1.
I think
At
they
home,
home?
at home against the Panthers. You think it's a win?
Yeah.
At the Bills on Sunday Night Football.
Easy. No, I'm kidding.
At the Saints. Should be a win.
Saints
right?
should be a win.
At the Titans, Mike Vrabel revenge game. That's got to be a
5-2
win. I
already.
think that's the biggest win of the season. Browns at home. Falcons at home.
No.
At Bucks.
No.
Home against the Jets.
Yes.
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 At the Bengals.
No. I'm gonna say no.
How we forgot to keep track.
7
of
and
wins
5.
here. 7 and 5 right now.
Yeah.
And we'll try to keep it on here, but home against the Giants.
Wow.
I think they win that.
Nope.
That's a toss-up. We'll say
Jackson
toss-up.
Dart's gonna be.
That is a,
crazy
that's
at
a
that
Jackson
point.
Dart
That's a
game.
primetime game too.
That might be Jackson Dart's first game, week 13.
Yeah, December 1.
Oh my god.
We got home against the Bills,
No.
at the Ravens,
No.
at the Jets, and home against the Dolphins. That is probably
That's
the
like
easiest schedule.
that's
I've
8
ever
and
heard.
9, 9 and 8. That's that kind of range.
I mean that's one of the easiest schedules.
I
you could
think so.
possibly
Wait,
have,
to
I think.
finish, I think they win one of the last two.
No, I know.
So I think they lose to the Jets and then split the Dolphins. So that's 8 and 9. Basically what I said.
You think they lose both to the Jets?
No, I had them winning one against the Jets.
Oh,
No?
okay. I don't know.
I thought I
Yeah,
did.
and you had them losing to the Bengals, losing to the Giants, losing to the Falcons.
And they could very well beat the Giants and go to 9 and 8. But just kind of some
Yeah,
bias, but
I think they can beat the Steelers. Steelers early could come out slow.
that could be a
because
total upset. Yeah. Well, not really total.
Who knows
upset.
what Rodgers is doing right now? He's on his ayahuasca trips. I don't think he knows who his teammates are yet. Realistically, do you think Aaron Rodgers has met a single one of his teammates yet?
He said he met DK. I saw
That's
nothing.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him not to.
it. I think the over/under is like 2.5 teammates met.
Under.
Under,
And I bet you
Wow.
they're both receivers.
probably.
Maybe like Jonnu Smith and
Like obviously he's met
Yeah,
these
Johnny's
guys. He's
tight
been in
end.
the league for 20 years.
But like you mean this year?
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know.
that's gonna be fun. All right, so let's move past the Patriots. I think we've settled that they've got a good chance to sneak into a playoff spot,
Yeah.
especially with that schedule. Mike, you want to hit us with your sleeper team?
Sure. Yeah. Staying in the AFC, I'm gonna go with my sleeper team being the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think.
That was my team.
Oh, we talked before this, and I told you.
No,
I
we
was
didn't.
the Jaguars.
No, we
so-
didn't.
Okay. Let's just act like we didn't come prepared, Josh. We're professionals according to you. Anyways,
We are.
Never getting paid, dude.
the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think, are set for a solid season here. Obviously, Travis Hunter is going to be the biggest change here, alongside a new head coach Liam Cohen. But I think just overall the
UMass
team.
Liam Cohen. Sorry to cut you off.
UMass legend. Yep.
Yes, thank you both.
Only UMass
for
football
that.
legend I heard.
Really appreciate.
Victor Cruz, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just say
sure.
Liam Cohen's the only one. Sure.
Continue, Mike. What are you waiting
Sorry.
for?
Okay, sorry. I think Trevor Lawrence though is a guy who really has had
Now here's a
an
guy.
interesting start to his career where you haven't seen him take. I think a lot of people had really high expectations for him. Obviously, he was one of the highest ranked draft prospects coming out in a long time. But he's still only 25 years old, and obviously has the talent. He's a giant 6'6" quarterback that has a lot of just athletic ability, but really has taken some time to kind of get used to an NFL offense. And I think he's going into year 5.
Year 5. No, I think it's year 6.
6?
He was a
2021.
2019 draft.
No, 2021 draft.
Oh, so year 5. So they must have picked up.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyways,
I wasn't close.
I think just having that time to grow, but also having a new head coach who's really offensively focused and having Liam Cohen really behind you. We saw Baker Mayfield really have a resurgence in his career with Liam Cohen there to kind of guide him and show him the way. So I think that could be big. And then he has a lot of weapons. I mean, Brian Thomas Jr. was arguably a top 10 receiver last year, was really, really good. And that's a rookie, so who knows? He could definitely take another step up. And then you have Travis Hunter obviously coming in who knows how dynamic he's going to be and how they kind of utilize him. Obviously, he's an unbelievable generational talent that we haven't really seen before, but if they're able to get him out there, I'm sure they will, because obviously, outside of the two of them, you have Diami Brown, and then it's kind of just a lot of names here and there throughout the wide receiver room. But if Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter can really take control of the offense, I think they can. They have some good tackles. They have Travis Etienne. I think that offense can be pretty good.
Question for you, since you're a big Jaguars guy, how much do you think Travis Hunter's going to play on offense? Do you think he's more receiver than cornerback, or do you think it's... Because I had this debate when I wanted the Giants to draft him. I said, I feel like he's going to be more cornerback based with specific packages on offense. That was my guess, but listen to yours.
I think if I were the one needing to deal with him, not that he's something you have to deal with, but something that you have to kind of...
It's a new
good thing to deal with.
If I was going to... try to figure it out on my own, I would definitely think I'd put him as the starting corner on the outside, and I'd have him there every snap, and as much as you can get him in at receiver to make sure you're not, wearing him down, and make sure that you're not taking away from how good he is at corner. I think I would put him in on offense as much as possible. I do think the way you say a couple packages makes me think of a Marcus Jones for the Patriots, where he'd come in once every 15 plays maybe and play running back. I think he should play more than that, because he is such a dynamic
when I said
player.
Specific packages, I more meant just specific plays for him.
Okay, like a screen that they throw
No,
and then just take him out, or what are you saying?
I don't know, how do I put this?
Like in the red zone or something like that?
Yeah, just I don't know, plays designed for Travis Hunter, because I feel like as the season goes on,
almost,
as a gadget guy, thank you.
I think realistically, you should play him a few snaps every drive on offense and every snap of every drive on defense. And maybe that's something you can work your way into. Maybe you start with really just once in a while on offense and see how he deals with that, because obviously the NFL is very different than college, and then kind of build him up to maybe more so playing offense. But I think obviously I don't have the answer. Nobody has the answer right now. It's kind of going to depend on how well he does.
You know who does? Liam Cohen.
I'm not sure he does at this point.
I don't think he does yet either.
It's pretty early. We're looking at July 22nd.
Liam Cohen has all the
we're
answers.
recording this.
He can make Baker Mayfield look good. That's
okay.
pretty impressive.
All right. Anyways, I just think that offense could look pretty good. And then on the defensive side, they have Josh Hines-Allen, who's one of the better pass rushers in the league. Eric Armstead, who they took from the 49ers last year. Trayvon Walker's still a young guy that has a lot of talent, a lot of athletic ability. I believe they didn't take his fifth-year option, which doesn't really surprise me. We have some random noises.
Shit falling on her.
Awesome.
But they have a pretty good pass rush there, and then Foyesade Oluokun and Devin Lloyd as your two linebackers is a really good linebacker duo, in my opinion. Both very solid. Not superstars, but you have two guys who you can really...
I don't know much about Oluokun. I know Devin Lloyd's pretty good.
Oluokun, I'd say, is
even
good amount better
the
than
Bucks
Devin
cut
Lloyd.
him this
I'm not a big Devin
offseason.
Lloyd guy.
Did the Bucks cut him this offseason?
That's Devin White.
Devin White. Yep, I'm an idiot. Cool.
Can't do that.
And then in the secondary, you'll have Darnell Savage, Tyson Campbell, and Travis Hunter. Hopefully, we'll be playing a lot there. And it's a young team still. They have a lot of room to grow, and I think that this could be a big year with a new head coach to really grow into the team that they could be. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl. I do think that they could be a very similar team to the Patriots and really sneak into the playoffs with an easier schedule.
Realistically, they're probably going to be competing for that last playoff spot, these two.
Yeah.
I agree.
Here's the thing with the Jags. I have been a big Trevor Lawrence truther. I've been, he's a great player, great quarterback, so much talent, just needs to harness it. And then I watched him more than I have in general last year, and I was like, oh, damn, maybe maybe he is a bust. I mean, some of these throws he was trying to make, it was just like way overthrown or way out of reach of his receiver. And here's the thing. I'm not saying he can't have a good year. I'm just saying this is his last chance, in my opinion. Teams will still be giving him more chances. This is the last chance for me to be like, all right, this guy could be a superstar. Because he's going to have... I think Travis Hunter is going to play a lot of offensive snaps. Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas have the chance to be one of the best 1-2 punches for a receiver room in the entire NFL, I think. I think Travis Hunter is really, really damn good. Like, he is really solid. Brian Thomas, I think, is already a top 10 receiver in the NFL. I would be shocked if Liam Cohen can't make something work with this group. Travis Etienne, also a good pass catcher out of the backfield. You know, I don't know how much depth they have there.
Where's their running back?
At running back and just on offense in general.
Not bad. He had a pretty good year last year.
Yeah, he had some fumble problems, but other than that, this is Trevor Lawrence's chance, I think. I think people in Jacksonville are going to start getting really upset if they miss the playoffs again.
Yeah.
And even if that's not entirely his fault, you know, if they go into this year and they have, you know, a top 13 passing offense and the defense crumbles, I think you'll have Jags fans still like, hey, okay, like, this was still improvement. Let's shore up this defense, and we're going to have a great unit.
I will say I think there's one problem with that because I was reading about the Jaguars before. They had the 27th ranked offensive line last year, and they signed a backup center and like a kind of solid guard, and that's it.
But hey, Trevor Lawrence is first overall pick. We see it with guys like Stroud, guys like Joe Burrow. They get the ball out quick, and I'm not saying Jaden Daniels. I'm not saying he has to be perfect, and obviously having a bad offensive line is going to be difficult.
Very bad.
But Geno Smith had a breakout year with a bad offensive line with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Multiple. I mean, he's been great.
I'm not saying it can't happen.
No, I'm with you. I just think...
That's also another thing that Liam Cohen could really scheme around.
Exactly. And he has to. That's what I'm saying. He
definitely has to.
A lot of play actions, like get Trevor Lawrence outside the pocket. You know, whatever you can do to really get pass rushers to struggle a little bit more because, you know, it's definitely, like you guys said, like not a good offensive line compared to most around the league. But it is a thing that they can scheme around. I do think the Jaguars have a very good chance of starting slow, though.
Yeah.
With Travis Hunter being a kind of wild card, having a new head coach, and a lot of younger guys still on the team. I think they could get out to a little bit of a slow start, but
we can
I think
pull
by
up
the end of the year.
their schedule, too.
Yeah, I have it right here if we want to go through the
Let's do it.
win-loss. Joe, you want to keep track of...
Yeah, I can do it.
All right, week 1 at home against the Panthers.
I think they got that.
I think they can win that.
At the Bengals, week 2.
Loss.
That's tough.
For an average secondary against Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, I don't see them. Is it at Cincinnati?
Yeah, let's do it this way, okay? I'm going to say the first 5 games.
Okay.
Home against the Panthers, at the Bengals, home against the Texans, at the Niners, home against the Chiefs. Can they go 2-3 there?
No.
You don't think so?
I think they can. I think they can win 2 of those games.
Texans, Bengals, Chiefs, Niners?
Yep.
I don't think they beat any of those teams.
So you think they beat the Panthers and then go 0-4?
Yes. I don't see them winning one of those games.
It's possible. Like I said, they could get out to a really slow start, but
if anything,
they're in a weak division. I mean, the AFC South is not great outside of the Texans.
So then let's get into the next group. They have home against the Seahawks and home against the Rams. Those are 2 tough games.
I think they could beat the Seahawks.
I think they could
I'm
beat
not
the
a big
Seahawks.
fan of the Seahawks this year.
Yeah.
I think the Rams are Super Bowl contenders, so I don't know if they're going to beat the Rams. So
You did. You wanted your Rams mention. You got
yeah,
it.
there's my Rams mention. So 2-5 for me so far.
2-5. All right, we
4
got
and 4.
at the Raiders, at the Texans.
They could beat the Raiders.
I don't think they're going to lose both to the Texans. I think they could beat the Raiders too.
Steal 1 against the Texans. I like that.
Yeah, so I'll say 4-5. Start to get a little hot.
Home against the Chargers, at the Cardinals.
Losing to the Chargers, beating the Cardinals.
Oh no. those will be good games, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I said lose to the Chargers quick, but I think
Yeah.
that could be a very good game. But I'm a big fan of the Chargers.
And then their schedule does let up at the end of the year, which is where they can kind of get things moving a little bit and push for the playoffs. So they've got at the Titans.
When?
Home.
Sorry. I said when.
That's November 30th. So what is that? Week 12?
Yeah, have them at 6-6.
The Colts at the home against the Colts.
Beating Daniel Jones 7-6.
I think we could beat them twice easy.
Home against the Jets.
8-6.
At the Broncos.
Loss.
At the Colts.
Win.
I don't think they beat the Colts.
It is a
twice.
division
No, they
game.
got it.
I'm going to agree with Josh.
By the end of the year, I think the Jags will
It's a
be
division
much
game.
better
It's
team
not a
than they
pushover
started.
game.
I'm not saying it's a pushover, but
Yeah, I
think they got
guess.
it.
And then the Titans come to Jacksonville to end the year.
I think they could win.
I think-
I think they could win 9 or 10 games.
Yeah, I'm at 8 or 9.
Yeah. I'm with that.
That's it.
All right, well.
All right.
So, I mean, it kind of
Good
followed
sleeper
your
team.
starting the season off slow.
Shout out.
No, I'm not doing
Do your
that.
best Duval.
No, please don't.
Write our Duvals in the comments.
Duval.
I already did mine.
That was just a Liam Cohen impression, though. That wasn't... I'm not doing it. All right.
Please stop.
I'm going to give my
Yeah, let's hear yours, Josh.
my underrated sleeper team, and
We're
it's
31 minutes in.
I interpret it a little bit different.
You gotta hurry this up.
Now,
Fix my hair.
we're going to speak on Liam Cohen a little bit. Or go to his team he just left. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are my sleeper team. Now, when we were talking sleeper team, we were saying our criteria was they can't be in the top 10 when it comes to FanDuel Super Bowl odds.
So you wouldn't dare pick a team in the top 10
Never.
to FanDuel Super Bowl odds.
Never. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They are 15th in the FanDuel Super Bowl odds. I think that is ridiculous, to be honest with you. And we'll get into this with overrated teams in a little bit as well. I think the Buccaneers are absolutely a Super Bowl contender. I think they have one of the most complete rosters. It's tough to lose Steve Cohen.
Yep.
Sorry, there you go, Joey. It's tough to lose Liam Cohen, but they get a guy in.
Now here's a guy. Sorry, you did it to me.
They get a guy in what is it, Josh Lazard or Brizard, I think it is.
I'm not sure.
I'll look it up. But he was the passing game coordinator for them last year. He came from the Dolphins with Mike McDaniel. I really like what they can be, especially since they have, in my opinion, the best receiving core in the entire NFL. Mike Evans, Emeka Egbuka, who you drafted in the first round, might be the best receiver in the entire class. You've got Chris Godwin, who
No bias.
he'll be back. A little bit of bias. Chris Godwin, who will be back. You know, you'll get him for the second half of the year, hopefully. Jalen McMillan looked fantastic last year. And then you've just got a bunch of scheme guys. And Trey Palmer, Sterling Shepard is a little bit old.
Shepard.
Tez Johnson out of Oregon, a little bit of one of those undersized slot guys, a little bit
Solid depth,
sneaky.
yeah.
I think that offensively they could be dangerous. Bucky Irving is awesome. Love Bucky Irving. I hate Baker Mayfield, but he's gonna prove me wrong this year. That's my thing that I'm hoping he does. They've got a great offensive line. The defensive side of the ball is they've got a lot of things to be happy about. You've got Hassan Reddick there this year. Antoine Winfield and Zion McCollum are two of the most underrated players in the secondary in the NFL, I think. You've got Levante David still there, obviously getting old. Yaya Diaby, Kalijah Kancey, Vita Vea, great run defender, assuming he can stay healthy.
He's a beast.
Greg Gaines is there. I think that this is just a team that is one of the more complete rosters that you'll see. And, you know, obviously it's going to be tough to beat teams like the Eagles, the Lions. But I think the Bucks got better. I think the Eagles and Lions both got a little bit worse. And that's where I'm at. What are you guys laughing
Sorry.
Fucking fly in my face. Dude.
at?
Trying to listen.
No, I agree. I think the Bucks definitely don't have a lot of like obvious weak spots. You know, like I feel like you said, they're very they're well built.
And they've got depth. And I think that's what matters the
They're
most.
well
in the NFL.
built, but if you look at the top teams in the NFC, where do you put them? So
All right,
wait,
so
Great question.
go back to the FanDuel odds.
So-
what teams are in front of them?
We've got the Eagles.
Okay, they should be in front of them.
We've got the Lions.
Should be in front of them.
We've got the Rams.
Should be in front of them.
Commanders. Niners.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Oh, Niners should be in front of them.
Packers. And they are the 8th team. So FanDuel has them not making the playoffs.
I'd say you have 3 locks that should be in front of them, and that was the first 3 you named. The Eagles, the Rams, and the Lions.
Okay.
Packers. I feel like they're right there with the Packers. I feel like it's
What about the Vikings?
if not better. I really like the Vikings. I
I
mean,
like the Vikings a lot.
I'm just I am concerned about JJ McCarthy, but
Yeah.
the rest of their roster around him is
That's the thing.
Very
Like
good.
all JJ McCarthy just has to not suck.
yeah.
Realistically,
And I feel like Kevin O'Connell makes sure.
Kevin O'Connell's also
Yeah.
awesome.
he's maybe the
He's-
best coach in the
he's
NFL.
Fantastic.
Not the point, but again, there is a lot of talent there.
Yeah.
I legitimately think we could have the Buccaneers competing with the Eagles and the Lions. I think they could play a good game against. I mean, obviously they can beat any team in the NFL. They can.
I agree.
Will they? I don't know, but it's going to be a week-to-week basis. As long as Baker Mayfield doesn't suck,
He's made some big throws in the playoffs too. Sorry.
he
to
has.
cut
But
you
he's
off.
also lost.
He's
his team
Baker
games.
Mayfield. Yeah.
He's lost his team games
That's how
every
that's
year.
how he is. Yeah.
You're gonna live and die by him, and can he not make enough mistakes to win you enough games? That wasn't really English, but
I got it.
you know what I meant.
I speak
We
Josh.
get the point.
The Rams could be really good. I just think that the Bucks are right there with anyone, and you have an offense like that. Emeka Ibuka, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan, and Mike Evans, they're gonna get open. And a lot of times, you're just going to have to throw the ball up to Mike Evans. Yeah, he's 11 straight seasons of 1,000 yards. Does he still have it in him? I don't see why
Make a
not.
prediction
Yeah.
now. Does he get 1,000 again?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no this year.
I say yes.
Say yes.
Chris Godwin's a walking injury. No
That's
offense to
true.
him.
That is
So,
true.
I
But
think Ibuka's gonna have a really big year.
McMillan.
Keep the receipts.
McMillan.
Folks. Write it
McMillan
down.
just had a heater to
Hold
end
him
the year.
accountable.
I'm a huge Emeka Ibuka fan.
I am too.
DM them both on Twitter if one of them gets it wrong. And
Do it.
so
I heard I'm getting it wrong.
You don't know ball.
Like it.
And if you ever see Joey walking around, make sure to, wearing a hat, just hit him with a knock off the brim or something. I give you permission.
All right, we're getting off the rails. Anyways, I feel like that's a good outlook on the Buccaneers. What seed do you think they get in the NFC? If you had to predict right now, what seed are they end of the year?
Well, here's the
End of
thing.
the regular season.
To get a top 4 seed, they just got to win the division, and I think that's going to be easier.
It's kind of a lock, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
True.
It's the Cardinals. No, not the Cardinals. I'm an idiot. Sorry. It's the Saints,
Panthers and
Panthers,
Falcons.
Falcons. Ooh, I don't think the Falcons are a pushover, but I love the
They
Falcons.
should
too.
win that division.
You do love the Falcons.
Okay, in the NFC, what record ranked would they have? Would they have the third best record? Would they have the fifth best record? What do we think?
I think
Pull up the.
here's their schedule, okay?
Let's hear it.
At the Falcons, at the Texans, home against the Jets. So they get the AFC East this year.
Okay, that's a
Which
good. That's
that
a good
helps them
division.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should
I
go 2-1 most
legitimately
of those.
think that it is. You guys might yell at me here. I think it's not crazy for them to get the 1 seed.
Nah, it's stupid.
Their schedule is easier than the Lions. It's easier than the Eagles.
The NFC East has. Who does the NFC East have? It has the AFC
That's your division.
West. I would say.
Oh.
So I know the Giants. Yeah, we have the AFC West. So they play the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. Who's the last
The
team? again?
Rams. I mean the Raiders. Sorry.
Raiders. All 4 good teams, and then they have the NFC
Mike's not so sure about the Raiders.
North.
Define
And
13.
yeah, so the NFC East has the NFC North and the AFC West, I think. Like 99% sure on that.
The NFC East has. Okay. I legitimately think it's not great. Let's see what, like, I don't know what the odds are on FanDuel, but
Yeah, pull up the odds.
to be the 1 seed,
Pull up the what were the Super Bowl odds?
they're plus 2,200 or 2,800. Sorry.
Jesus.
Let's say
Putting this in my notes.
I'm still here, folks. Don't worry. I'm locked in.
I'm just reminding myself to bet this.
future specials. I
So you
don't know
guys
where to find this.
We are also 40 minutes into this episode. For all you out there, we decided it was going to be between 30 and 60 minutes.
Yeah, we'll hurry it up here.
Want to get some editing right about now?
Rams Super Bowl.
Anyways,
Drop your favorite.
I don't know where the odds are.
Hold on. Drop your favorite food in the comments. While you're
Food?
listening. Yeah, why not?
man,
We're gonna-
food is just always on your mind, isn't it?
It's big back at heart.
Okay, yeah. I think they could be the 1 seed. Will they be the 1 seed? I'm going to say no. I think they are going to be better than two of the Lions, Rams,
Eagles.
and Eagles. In fact, I don't
You
think
also-
the Lions win the division.
You also
But that's a
didn't
conversation
list the
for another.
Cowboys on there. Where were they?
Cowboys were...
'Cause I think they could be honestly sneaky good with that offense.
Yep, went out of the app.
Sure.
We're going to need a lot of editing, folks.
No, we're not.
We're not editing any of this.
Dude, the Cowboys are underneath the Bears and the Cardinals for
What?
Super Bowl odds.
It must be because of their defense. Their defense is so bad.
Yeah.
It is
That's-
so bad.
Anyways, I just think I think they're gonna be
That's
better.
crazy.
I think they're gonna be the 2 seed. That's where I'm gonna
Never been there,
stick
too.
them at. Okay, 2
2
seed.
seed.
Okay. I think that's a little crazy, but sure.
Whatever.
I like the confidence. Anyways, like I said, we're 42 minutes in now. Maybe we should move on to, dude, we talked about not hitting the table. Everybody, drop a L Joey in the comments.
L Joey, L Joey, L Joey, L Joey.
Thanks.
It'll be me.
Never taking a W, dude.
DM him on any platform and tell him he sucks.
Joey sucks
Anyways,
and smells.
maybe we should do our
Overrated teams. Yeah, let's crack
overrated
this out.
teams, and
Crank this out.
We'll do okay, right in front of the microphone, man. Everybody out there, I'm sorry. Joey's hitting the table. Josh is clapping right in your face.
Yeah,
We're,
Mike's just the best at everything.
yep,
so
I'm the man.
He's
Anyways.
Captain Perfect over here.
All he can think about is
Let's-
food. He doesn't have time to make
Let's do
noise.
an
So
expedited process of our overrated team so Joey can get some food in him and I can get some food in me.
Yep. Putting the
I'm
blame on
hungry.
somebody else.
Yep. He just said he was hungry.
Mike's
2
starving.
seconds
Get a
ago.
grip, dude.
Anyways, overrated teams. Joey, you haven't talked about your overrated team yet. What's your overrated team?
Hurry it up,
this year?
too.
Don't rush me.
Just snap it.
I just got snapped at.
Never in
Now
a
I'm
rush.
taking my time. My overrated team is the Washington Commanders.
Shout
Hey,
out
Dan.
Dan Shishi.
And Ava Blash.
One of our good friends is a Commanders fan. So, but yeah. So the Commanders last year
Oh,
went.
you called him your good friend.
Fuck.
And Dan's recorded. He's clipping that off right
It's
now
over, dude.
and playing it every night for you.
Chalk it up. Yep, that's gonna be Dan's lullaby. Joey said he's a good friend. Did the Commanders go 13-4 or 12-5 last year? I'm like 99% sure it's 12-5. Whatever.
I think it was like 11-6.
We're not looking at another thing.
I
up
feel
yet.
I feel like it without even looking at the roster. I feel like it's very easy to just say that, like if you watch football, you can kind of say they overperformed last year. Won a lot of close games. I think they won. Actually, no, they did win the most one possession games in football. And while you could say, oh, Jaden Daniels is clutch, which he is, they all went the Commanders' way last year. Like,
Yeah.
At some point, it's going to go the other way. I do think they are a little bit of a better team. Debo, Laramie Tunsil. They also
But do
drafted Josh
they have?
Corley.
Will they have? Terry McLaurin.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, they'll have.
I think they will too. But
As of the recording of this video, though,
nothing
will
has
have
happened.
we don't know.
I will say Laramie Tunsil was not Laramie Tunsil last year, which is maybe why they got him a discount. I don't think he's going to be as good as a lot of people think he is, but obviously still a very solid left tackle.
yeah,
and you
still
kind of
probably an upgrade.
fill out that offensive line a little better than it was last year. Another problem is their defensive line. They honestly, I know they just signed Von Miller, but they could have like a bottom 5 pass rush in all of football, and playing dude.
All right, we're middle of the recording.
Sorry, you could edit that out or something.
No.
Figure it out.
Stay.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Bad D-line. Continue.
Horrible D-line. I don't think you're getting much out of Von Miller. Deron Payne, solid defensive tackle. Durance Armstrong had a decent year last year. I think the best of his career. Not living up to that.
Pro dad Bobby Wagner.
Another
year older.
Forgot about that. I do like their secondary. Mike Sandersteele was really good for them last year. And I do think Marshawn Lattimore will have a much better year than he did last year. Will he be what he was in New Orleans? Probably not. But, I mean, I do think he will be solid. Overall,
safeties are horrible, though.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I don't know.
I think the biggest thing for them is just kind of coming back down to earth in the one-possession games and teams taking advantage of the defensive line.
Maybe a little regression from Jaden. Maybe.
Yeah. I think that's safe to say. I mean, he kind of...
Dan just disliked the video.
Yeah, Dan just
he turned it off.
He turned it off. He didn't dislike it.
I know he say when it goes.
And I kind of just I kind of talked about it before, but they have one of the hardest schedules in all of football. They're not playing teams like they played last year, where they won those one possession games, and you could argue they improved, but did they improve enough to beat those upper echelon teams? I don't think they did. So
Fair.
That's my most overrated team.
I agree, and I feel like we shouldn't give too much.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
On it.
They could be good, but tough division.
I think
tough schedule.
They should be solid. They'll be competitive in most games.
Yeah,
what
sorry, I don't know what noise you just made, so I giggled.
Anyways, I'm gonna go on my overrated team. Why? I don't know why Josh is saying that because I haven't even said it yet.
I just watched your computer.
My overrated team. My computer is doing nothing. I don't even have a computer in front of me right now. The people don't know anything, Josh. My overrated team is the Buffalo Bills.
Joey's nerfy hit.
There you go. The Buffalo Bills are my overrated team this year. And part of this was just because I wanted to get a rise out of Josh. But part of it is genuinely me being like, you know what? There's been a lot of years of getting close and just not really crossing.
Fucking twisting the knife, man. I get it.
All right. Anyways, I just think... really, either sides of the ball on the outsides. The wide receivers, I think, are very not good. I think me and Josh had a little bit of a conversation about this. He was like, "Oh, it was the same last year." And, well, yeah, they weren't good. Like, why wouldn't you improve on a group that you know is bad? They didn't.
Because you have Josh Allen and a great run game.
I can't imagine if Josh Allen had like a really good receiver, maybe like.
Oh, it's Stephon Diggs. Yeah, we'll see. We saw that one.
I'm sure he would really like throwing to a guy like that, right?
Yeah, he did, and then Stephon Diggs decided he was out of there. So.
Anyways, I think that side of the ball not very good, but then on the other side, on the outside, I think the secondary is the weakest part.
By the way, Elijah Moore sleeper pick of.
Oh yeah, he'll change everything.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll go for
1,500
yards this year.
I got him at 750.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I think the defensive backs for the Buffalo Bills are definitely their weakest point, and
who knows?
I just don't think that you can get away with having that lackluster of a secondary in big games where you're playing against some of the best receiving corps in the league. Let's say they go to the Super Bowl and they play one of these.
I'll be so fucking happy if they're in the Super Bowl.
Let's say I'm just
overrated team. Yeah, let's say they go to the Super Bowl.
What happened to letting everybody talk about their overrated team and not?
We never agreed to that.
I think we did in the very beginning, and I think you said yes.
No.
We should pull that clip, but whatever.
Anyways, my point is if they're playing some of the best receiving corps in the league, they're going to struggle to keep them in check, and I think that could be a big difference maker and lose them some games down the stretch in some big games in the playoffs. So, you know, I just think the Buffalo Bills, although I do think they're going to be a good team, obviously no one's saying that they're going to miss the playoffs or do anything horrible. I do think they'll still win the AFC East. I just think that calling them, one of the, I don't know what they were ranked in the FanDuel odds, off the top of your head.
Two, yeah.
I think calling them the second best team in the league is a little bit of a stretch.
Was one the Eagles? Sorry.
It was the Ravens.
It was the Ravens, actually,
yes.
And so I think...
Yeah, that part's crazy.
I think there's a couple teams that I would take over the Bills. So having them at 2, I think, is just Oh wait, we could just remember the odds if we think hard enough. Yeah, 2
3.
Eagles behind them at 3. I think Eagles could be much better. Not much better, but Eagles could be better. Chiefs could be better. Lions could be better. Rams could be better.
Well,
I think that's just a
we're
list
out of the
right
AFC
there.
now.
My
That's
point
fine.
is just better teams, and so yeah, I just think the Bills are going to be good, and I don't think that they're the second best team in the NFL.
I think they've got great depth. That's my thing.
They've got great
They have
depth.
great depth.
All
Sorry.
right.
Getting canceled, dude.
We made it one episode.
That was Josh's fault.
They have so many D linemen that are good, in my opinion.
Depth on the D line.
They don't have a star, but they just have a lot of depth on the D line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be like the Giants and have multiple stars and depth on the D line, though.
I hate you.
Great
Yeah, and you could be like the Giants and then have nothing else.
And better receivers than the Bills, too.
Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors.
Josh Allen
Who's
probably
throwing the ball?
love Malik Neighbors.
Russ,
He
cook.
would.
Josh
Let-
Allen. No, it's
Oh, he
Jackson
would.
Dart.
He would. I would love Malik Neighbors on the Bills.
He's
League.
never going to the Bills.
Okay, anyways.
I'll let you keep talking. We'll sit back here.
Yeah.
Listen to the rant.
The Bills,
He's talking.
They're gonna be
longer
just
about
fine.
Bills than I am.
they're going to be just fine. They're going to be the 2 seed. Chiefs are going to beat them out. Maybe the Ravens. They'll lose to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship and we'll all go home. That's how it always goes. Anyways. Alright, let's get into my overrated team. A little bit different.
Please stop talking about the Bills.
I'm going with a team that sucked last year, and you know what? People think they're going to be good this year. Some people. I think they're going to suck even harder. I think the Cincinnati
pause.
Bengals,
Yeah, pause, dude.
whatever they're doing in there, they suck.
You're not making it better.
Whatever they're doing in there.
They're gonna suck even harder. I don't know what they're doing in there.
I don't. Joe Cool, good quarterback.
Great quarterback.
Yeah, that's
good, he's
that's,
good.
That's
all
not
right.
giving him any
Second
respect.
best quarterback, actually.
in the league.
That's
Yep.
outrageous. Well, we're gonna have a
We're gonna do a
a
whole
new
nother
episode
episode.
on that,
Stand by
but
it.
no.
Or TikTok.
The Cincinnati Bengals are going to get lit up like a Christmas tree this year. It's going to be like the Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center. They're going to give up 30 points a game. I'm dead serious. It's
Dude, your
going to be 40.
references are off the chain.
And Mike just said off the chain, dude.
Yep. We are off the chain.
References are off the chain.
This podcast
The
is
Cincinnati
shut down.
Bengals, Trey Hendrickson, who knows what's going to happen with him? Their only good defensive player. They have Cam Taylor-Britt.
They have
Okay,
Logan
he's
Wilson.
all right.
Logan Wilson.
Logan Wilson isn't that good.
B.J. Hill, former Giant, who we traded for a backup center. He's good.
He's all right.
No, he's good.
I just
Yeah, they may have
don't
Shamar
see it.
Stewart. Oh wait, he might go back to Texas.
I legitimately think they could be 5-12 this year, and I think people think they're gonna have a winning record. If you agree with me or disagree, feel free to let me know. I just don't see it, and that's why I have them as most overrated. Any counterpoints? I know Joey, you're a big Bengals guy.
I just love Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
I know. I love Jamar Chase. He's so good.
I'm not really sure too much on their offensive line. I don't know if they really improved it last year. I know it was an issue. I know their defense
It
is
always
bad.
is.
But then again, you have the second best quarterback in the league. He can win you some games by himself. Is that enough to make the playoffs? I don't know, but
I think there's no chance.
I
they
think
make
5-12
playoffs.
is outrageous, personally. That's just me.
All right, let's go through their.
Just remembering off the top of my head, they're 11th.
Yeah, that's
in
a bit
Super Bowl
much.
odds,
It's
which
definitely a bit much.
I can agree there that that's a bit much, but I do think they'll be in contention for a playoff spot.
Look,
I mean, nobody's ever gonna just count them out. I guess. I mean, I am. They have the NFC North this year, and that hurts. That hurts a lot.
We got about 5 minutes to wrap this up. If you want to keep some right now.
Yeah, we will.
So quit
Relax,
quit
dude.
rambling,
Relax.
dude. Quit
Relax.
rambling. You
Dude,
talked about the Bills for 45
all he
minutes.
can think about is food. All he can think about is the food. He wants food.
alright, stop
You know-
talking about food. Close up, dude.
Mike is literally salivating. Anyways, I think the Bengals go 5-12. I think they struggle against the Steelers. I think they struggle against the Ravens. I think they.
Handle the Browns.
I think they handle the Browns.
Everybody's gonna fucking handle the Browns, to be honest. So
Pause.
Yeah.
yeah, holy shit.
Yeah. Who do the Browns even have? That doesn't matter.
Nobody.
It doesn't matter.
They have
It doesn't
nobody.
Shadur, dude.
Joku.
Bust down my AP.
David and Joku.
Perfect timing. I'll never watch that.
Alright.
Yeah, I think they are going to suck, to be honest.
Never
And
ending the episode.
I don't think there's any chance they make the playoffs. Don't bet Bengals playoffs. And that's all we got. So, any final thoughts before we...
I just want to say thank you so much to all the pickle people out there that are checking in or tuning
Day
in to this
one.
episode.
And, hey, 3 years from now,
with our Emmy.
What's up,
or
guys?
whatever. Oh, yeah, hey guys.
We're going to be hosting the Emmys. I'm going to be the new Shane Gillis. You guys
That
can
was
be
the ESPYs.
ESPYs. Damn it.
Close.
Not hosting anything now.
Anyways, thank you so much for tuning into this train wreck of an episode. We had a lot of fun recording it, and we hope you had a lot of fun watching or listening to it.
this might be our last in-person episode for a while.
Oh, you guys are... No, you coming to see me.
Yeah.
We can do one.
Yeah.
Just keep everybody
There's not
else
going to be
out.
very many of these, so we'll probably be doing them
Until
on
we
Zoom
get
or
like our
something.
podcast house and we move in with each
Oh,
other
yeah,
like,
yeah.
4 years from now.
The
And
Hot
we're
Boy
making
house.
millions
Yeah, we'll be
of
like the
this.
Phase House.
The Naked Pickle house, if you will.
Yeah, that...
Nah,
To
can't be
some of our fans that
trademarked.
don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Okay.
But yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Check us out on everything. I don't know what we're gonna make, but we haven't made
Everything.
yet.
Everything.
YouTube,
Pinterest.
Pinterest,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Ask FM. Throwback. MySpace. We're bringing it back. All right.
All right, how about like the real ones?
YouTube, Instagram.
TikTok,
We'll be there.
maybe
so,
a Twitter, X, maybe.
Maybe.
Let's figure it out off the air.
But yeah, we won't figure it out now. We'll figure it out off the air. I like that idea. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I've been Mike Maynard alongside Josh Schreiber and Joey Puglisi.
Iron Mike Maynard.
It's Iron Mike.
All right, I've been Iron Mike. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Shout out Joseph Puglisi Sr.